Hi, welcome to this video on how to prune your grape plant. This is a little introduction, and I just want to reiterate that when I say cut the four, that's wrong. So you want to cut back pretty much every single stem or runner on the whole plant except for four. So the four that I'm talking about, those are the four that I'm going to save, and I'm going to tie those on a trellis. And also a good time to do it is when the plant is dormant, like in the winter or the spring, before it leaves out, before any buds start to swell. That way you don't ruin the new buds that are going to be forming. And I also wanted to maybe touch in with the grape plant intuitively. This is something that I enjoy doing, and my work as a spiritual healer and health practitioner, I often bring in the spirits of the plants to help clients, and they help me a lot with my own healing process. So we'll just see what comes through. Perhaps we'll get nothing. Last fall, I was getting some information from the grape plant about, I think it was about abundance and receiving. So I'm just gonna tune in a little bit, and I'm just gonna face my camera back there while I do this so that you can see the plant. And I'm just gonna take a deep breath in. If you want to join me, you can. And exhale it out. Just start to get relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the better you're able to tap into this intuitive information. Maybe take a couple breaths where you can exhale through your mouth. And just call in the energy of the grape plant. Invite it with you. Even if you're not next to it, it can still come. And just see what you notice. It could be a feeling, could be a light. I like to sometimes get messages. I usually can hear words sometimes, so let's just see if anything will come. So what I'm getting is your time is now to receive everything around you, like gifts, like you're just picking grapes and filling your basket, and just notice everything around you. Be grateful for that, and just feel yourself fill up with all of these little gifts in your life. And this practice is very healing. It's just, your life is a gift. This is an opportunity to receive all the fullness around us. And that's what she has to offer today. So enjoy the video on the pruning. Thank you. Hi there. I wanted to share with you my pruning of the grape plant today. It's April 2nd, April 3rd. In Maine, and we are just beginning to see some signs of spring. The sap's flowing, and we're boiling sap over there, and the crocuses are the leaves are starting to poke up. That's about the first thing that's happened. And so here's my grape plant right here, and as you can see, it's very big, and I've had this plant for, oh boy, maybe 8 years. And I get about 40 pounds of grapes every year from it. And I make it into grape juice and grape jelly. And I love having it. It's just, and I love the leaves. I like to make stuffed grape leaves. And it really needs to be pruned a lot in order for it to be productive. So as you can see, all those stems, runners coming out, I have to take every single one out except for 4. So I look for the one that has the strongest runner with about 10 buds per stem, and the rest I just pull out. So it's just, that's it. And after you've cut your 4, then there's Jessie. After you cut your 4, you can tie them to some sort of trellis. I don't have a very good system, but it's been working for a while. I'd like to have something nicer that's stronger someday. And once they're tied, then they're going to send out more runners and offshoots, and you'll have a very vigorous plant with a lot of fruit. And I don't fertilize this or anything. Literally, it grows really well. The only concern are the Japanese beetles, and I've stopped picking them off. I used to pick them off. I just keep them there, and it hasn't been a problem lately. And I just try to pick off the leaves early that I like, so I can make my stuffed grape leaves and leave them in the fridge for a while. So I'm gonna cut some of these, and you can just cut right to the plant. And it is nice to pick out some 4 good ones, but I have to cut 99% of this back. So that's it. Thanks for joining. Okay, 20 minutes later, I've finished pruning the grape plant, and there's only 4, I don't know the correct name, runners left. And each one of them has about 10 buds, and I picked the strongest ones. And what ended up happening was this plant split. It ended up rooting, so I think it actually made 2 plants. But I'm still pretending it's 1, and I just do 4 runners all together. And there's the pile that I cut back, and Jessie loves playing it. You can also use it to make wreaths. I use it to make some Christmas wreaths, which is nice. So I'm not a professional. I just do this for fun. And as you can see, my grape plant is kind of messy. A lot of people's are really nicer than this, but it works. And by the way, the kind of grape that I have is Concord. The nice dark purple ones that are good for juice. Thanks for joining.